Hello friends, it's Ritvika here with my show Mind Game with Ritvika, and today in this video I am going to talk about the qualifiers, the ICC Women's World Cup qualifiers 2021, which was happening in Zimbabwe. Yes, was happening. And what happened to the tournament? To know that, you need to watch the video till the end. So I am going to share everything about the tournament, like what happened to that, and all updates I am going to share here. So without wasting much time, let's begin. It's a bit sad because the ICC Women's World Cup qualifier, which was happening in Zimbabwe, has been abandoned by ICC amid the COVID-related uncertainty, the new variant that actually occurred now, the Omicron. So that is why it has been abandoned, and now by the rankings, ICC decided the teams so who can qualify, who actually can qualify the qualified for the who qualified for the World Cup are West Indies, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. As you can see, that Bangladesh is now at top five. They are at the top. They are at top five. The top five. Then West Indies is seventh, and Pakistan at eight. So they actually got that advantage. Advantage of the ranking system, and I feel that ranking system is really a faulty one. And for the championship, Sri Lanka and Ireland qualified, as they are at ninth and 10th position, but Zimbabwe and Thailand, who were performing really well, they missed out the opportunity to qualify for the World Cup, as well as for the they failed to qualify for the World Cup and for the ICC Championship, which is really sad because it's like they have been disqualified because of the system. As I mean they said that the emergence of the latest COVID-19 variant in South Africa and the introduction of travel restrictions from a number of African countries, including the host country Zimbabwe, the ICC has decided to call off the event, with the qualification slots decided as per team rankings, as I was saying, in keeping with the tournament's playing conditions. Hence, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and West Indies will now progress to ICC Women's World Cup, which is going to happen in New Zealand 2022, and Sri Lanka and Ireland occupying the other slots of the 2022 to 25 cycle of the ICC Women's Championship. And you can see the other picture where Natakanchantam, uh, she posted a picture, like all the Thailand players, they had the same lock screen of the ICC, ICC, the logo of the 2022 World Cups. It's really sad because they played really well, but still they played with South Africa, with like emerging team and other team who don't have that. Of course, our emerging team and even other teams in the qualifiers, where they don't have the ODI status still. That's why they didn't get that. That's why those games don't get that status of an ODI, which is it's bizarre at the time, because all sports are eyeing for globalization, where cricket is something like they are still uh, prioritizing that some kind of a monopoly, uh, some so that's the case. And here I actually picked some of very these voices really need to be need to be heard, and that's why I picked some of very important tweets here, which you should see, like Hypocost, he told that, I really agree with all these, And like repeating myself, but it beggars belief that Thailand women have just won their qualifying group. Yes, they qualified. They actually at the top of that group, and still they couldn't qualify for the World Cup, or neither for the championship. I mean, it was like how it can happen. The qualifiers, I mean, even some matches actually happened, but they didn't give any importance to to that qualifiers, it seems like. So that is there. And yes, as you can see the other tweets, the rules really need to be changed, because it's really going to affect the teams who are the lower ranked teams. I mean, Thailand was actually performing really well, and they still, I mean, they still need to they still need to wait for the for that moment again, which is really sad. I mean, I was my I am gutted for them. My heart was breaking when I heard the news. And even as Genia said, like, yes, Thailand, definitely, what happened to Thailand is definitely a heartbreaking moment for all of us, for all fans. But even Sri Lanka, I mean, Sri Lanka couldn't get to play for a year, for more than a year. They last played in the 2020 World Cup. I mean, they played international cricket in an ICC tournament, and now they played international cricket. They come back to the international cricket with an ICC tournament. I mean, it's how can it's more fault of the Sri Lankan Cricket Association. I mean, it's the board. It's the board's fault that they couldn't that they didn't arrange a single tournament for them. Only Chamari Atapattu played the WBBL and the T20 Challenge, and nothing else. And we are not going to see Chamari Atapattu in the World Cup. I mean, it's devastating. It's a news like, I mean, we all are a big fan of her. On the day when this news came, her team Perth Scorchers also won the title of WBBL. I mean, it's really ironic. So yes, this is what you can see. And I really do agree with this, like, yes, like what Jay said, that uh, it if a one day game is being played between international sides, it should be a one day international. It's really simple. Yes, the this elitism is really logical. And yes, this is like a farce. I mean, the ICC has unveiled a global growth strategy a few days back for women. And what they did now, they just scrapped the uh, like Thailand and Zimbabwe, their the dreams to play the World Cup. And they are really not expanding cricket in any way, which is really something they need to change. And yes, cricket her, I mean, they also said really well that ICC rank is far says shows the women's cricket needs its own governance. And of course it really need. I mean, it used to be like a ICC Women's Cricket Association. It used to, I mean, it was there in the early 90s, in the 2000s, and even earlier. So that kind of a body we actually need now. But yeah, they, I mean, they were short of funds. But now, I mean, now they need to make some kind of a body with more, I mean, with more, I mean, they need to research on these things. And how can they create that kind of a body which will be like, they will be only, and they will be only invested to women's cricket. I mean, or this kind of investment only can help women's cricket to grow. Because even ICC or even any board of the world are more interested in their men's cricket. So women's cricket in everywhere definitely get ignored, which need to be addressed. And uh, and yes, like Karunya said, that it is so infuriating that feel good stories of women in sport continue to be used by sporting bodies, corporates, and advertisers to get good PR without actually, uh, doing the hard work of supporting women in sport. This is the reality. Like they posted this video, and after a few hours, they declared that the World Cup got abandoned, and a team like Thailand can't can't qualify. I mean, they didn't qualify for the World Cup. As she said about the advertisements, like in recent time in India, I have seen that even like Cadbury Dairy Milk, even Pesa Bazaar, and so many brands like them, and even so many brands like L'Oreal or Garnier, I mean, they have faces like Mithali or Smriti, but are they really? I mean, are they really want to invest in women's cricket? I mean, the investment is what actually needed. And they are just cashing on the emotional part, like girls playing cricket, oh ho ho. Uh, this is kind of like they are just cashing on it, which is I really feel really bad for this. And yes, like the rant actually, I mean, I can go on and on, and many people said about this. But one thing that came actually, as Ireland qualified for the championship. So and Ireland didn't played any ODI for almost 2 years. So uh, that's why some kind of things came, that um, like you can see, like it was like like yeah, that what he said, and I totally disagree to this. I mean, I mean, how can, but it's not their fault, it's not the players fault. It's all about the sporting bodies, the ICC. It's their fault. And if they have qualified for the championship, of course they will be elated. Why not? It's not their fault that other team couldn't qualify. They played well. I mean, they played well. Definitely they played well 2 years back, so they got benefited. Even they were playing well, so I mean, I don't feel that it was I mean, they are a worthy qualifier. uh, and that is why uh, we are all in this together. We are with Ireland cricket, we are with Thailand and Zimbabwe cricket too, even with Sri Lanka cricket, who couldn't qualify for the World Cup. I mean, I still like you can see that Ed Joyce actually summed up well. Like, invite all the teams that made it to the stage, to this stage, into the next cycle. It would be fair, and can't see that it would make a massive difference to schedules. Lastly, so proud to be part of this team. Most important thing now is to get everyone home safely. Yes, that was because that was the thing. Because of that, the tournament got abandoned. So yes, and he actually raised the correct point. I mean, all these teams could play in the World Cup. I mean, 10 teams or 12 teams. World Cup is actually what we need now. It's needed. It's the need of the hour. We need to expand this. Teams are really, I mean, all the teams are actually developing in leaps and bounds, but the system is not ready to accept that that growth of women. Even I mean, there is no investment, but still, on their own, the woman actually progressing, which is the greatest thing of women in sports, I feel. That is why they are so inspiring. And like what like Natakan Chantam, even they did the same thing in 2019 qualifiers too, and they won the qualifiers by beating, and they beat Bangladesh. It was really something. I mean, they could, and they qualified for the World Cup 2020, and they really bring us a joy. They are a team we all love, and we all love. That is why you that in that day on that day we actually, many people trended justice for Thailand on that day, because it's not just for Thailand. It was a black day for cricket, for associate nations. And ICC need to be I mean, they need to pay attention to the associate cricket nations. uh, mm, that's what I actually feel. But I want to end this video on a good note, that yes, there was another qualifiers happening in UAE, United Arab Emirates, and it was the 2021 ICC Women's T20 World Cup Asia qualifier. And it is for the 2023 T20 World Cup, which is going to happen in South Africa. It is all those qualifiers will lead to the World Cup. And as a host nation actually won this qualifiers, and they topped the chart, and they qualified for the global qualifier. Yes, you can see from Nepal, Sita Magar, a player of the series, most runs and most wickets are from UAE. And UAE literally dominated. They dominated the tournament. They won all the matches. And yes, so it's a good I mean, it's a good news to end this video. And I really hope that you get to know some of the big problems that happening in women's cricket. And I hope so that we will see better day for women's cricket in coming time. With that hope, I'm ending this video. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. uh, See you next time. Bye bye.